I really wish I didn't even have to ask this, but why is my son saying that you hit him?
And I'm not trying to get upset, but I'm offended that you would ask me that, after I have taken care of him like he's my own since day one.
And I really wish I didn't have to, but as his mother, who has dealt with things like this in the past, whether you're his stepdad or not, I have to ask.
Do you honestly think that I would hit him, that I would lay a hand on him?
And it's not about what I think, it's...
Hold on, when would I even get the chance to do that? When you don't let me watch him by myself, you don't even let me watch our own child by myself without pulling teeth. So when am I doing this?
Okay, as his mother, who has dealt with everything under the sun in the past, from a lot of different people regarding domestic issues, do you understand why I have to ask you this? Do you understand why I may be a little freaked out that he just said that?
Well, as your boyfriend, the father of Charlotte, our daughter, the man who lives with you, the man who's had your back against all this custody stuff and has fought your husband with his fists, do you see why I would take offense to you saying something like this?
I love you, Brian. You're my world. You're the father of my daughter. I truly do love and trust you, but where did he learn to say that then?
Go find the bruises on him that show that I've been hitting him or whatever you're accusing me of right now. I can't believe we're having this conversation. I really can't.
Just be honest with me. Were you like play fighting with him maybe? Did you spank him out of anger at one point or something? Or I don't know. What would drive him to say...
I said I wasn't going to storm out anymore and I was going to be better and try to resolve things with you, but there's no resolving this. I'm leaving.
And stop. Please, just stop.
No, because what upsets me is this kid says that, and you automatically believe him, and you automatically start accusing me, instead of thinking about what really happened. It's obvious that your ex-husband got him to say this.
I don't know.
You don't believe me. You don't even want to take that into consideration. You would rather believe that I hit your son, after all you and I have been through. That stings.
Look, I really want to trust you because you're my everything. Okay, but there's this part of me that's like, Junior at one point needed speech therapy, so you're telling me that my ex-husband has the magic touch where he can just get him to repeat things like a parrot? Yes, he speaks more. He does on occasion repeat things from the TV and things that I say, but for him to just be trained by my ex-husband who couldn't even train himself half the time?
There's a part of me that stands here and knows that you're broken. I can see it. I can see that your life has made you paranoid, untrusting, and incapable of letting your walls down, even with me. And that hurts, because I do everything in my power to not be that man you divorced. And even though you're not saying it right now, you're still comparing me to him. And you still think I'm out to hurt you. You still think I'm out to hurt your son. And I don't know how to undo that. I don't know how to fix you. And you always told me it's not my job to fix you. So where does that leave me?
That's enough. I don't need to be psychoanalyzed by you.
Someone needs to psychoanalyze you, and I mean that respectfully with love. Because you just accused me of hitting that kid who feels like my own son at this point.
And when my ex-husband was leaving the house the other day, through no fault of my own, did you accuse me of cheating after everything we've been through?
If I have ever felt like you cheated on me, skeptical, paranoid, whatever the case may be, it's because you actually did at one point. And I have let that go.
And right now, when I'm talking about my son saying that you hit him and stuff, you recently got arrested for pummeling a family member into the hospital. So, you know, everyone wants to talk an eye for an eye for me, but this is that, okay? You want to accuse me of cheating? Well, I'm asking you a question about hitting my son.
I would never lay a hand on him. And for you to think that just blows my mind right now.
I'm not saying you brutalized him or something. I know better. I know you. But it's not a stretch in my mind to think that you have a temper that maybe I haven't seen. And Junior is a lot sometimes. From the climbing, from the playing, from the everything. And now you're a new father. Like, I just am asking you if you spanked him or something.
Forget all that. Can you just really be honest with me and tell me that you think I hit your son?
The only reason I'm saying all this, the only reason I'm bringing it up to you, it's because he said you did it. Am I crazy for having this conversation with you? Any mom in this position would do that.
But again, where are the bruises? If I'm standing here pummeling him, where's the evidence?
Oh my God, the more, sometimes,
You know what? I don't even know why I'm standing here defending myself. Because I don't deserve this. I don't. And now I have to decide whether or not I have to walk out on my daughter.
no one is telling you to walk out on your daughter right now. No one's telling you to storm out like you always do.
Do you think it's pleasant for me to stay in this house after being accused of such a thing? You think I can just sit down and have dinner with you? Go watch some TV? No.
I'm trying to trust him. I really am, and I feel bad that I said what I said and accused him. But Junior's saying it as clear as day. I know I'm not crazy for at least considering this. You know how protective I am with Junior. You know how much Junior has been through and how close sometimes I came to losing him. Can you please just say something? Anything? I don't even care if it's toxic. Just say it. Miranda, there's not a bruise on Junior. He's as happy as a clam. I don't like that, because does there always have to be a bruise on the child to determine whether or not something's happened? See, even just saying it makes me feel terrible because I know Brian, but there's that other part of me that's so afraid that something's going on behind my back. Okay, another thing. When Melissa had hit him back in the day, Junior had this tendency to flinch around her. You could tell Junior didn't want to be around her, you know? But with Brian, he loves Brian. Okay, you have a point with that. True. You looked at the nanny cam, and I know it's only the living room, but there was nothing. No evidence of him hitting him, just playing around. Yes, it's true. You know I've been hard on Brian because of your past, and I have put him through the ringer. If anyone were to sit here and point fingers, it would be me, but if I'm not, come on. So, okay, if everything you're saying is right, do you really think that Joey was able to teach him those words within a span of 2 hours at a supervised visit? Really? It's a little hokey, but Junior only sees his father twice a month. I'm sure he loves his father, and I think that whatever his father says is gold to him. So for him to repeat what his dad says isn't so far-fetched. Plus, he is in that stage where he does repeat things now. So now you're saying I overreacted. No. You're a mom. And there's no such thing as overreacting as a mom. So if I'm wrong, which I really pray I am, how do I fix what I just accused him of? You know, because I'd be pissed if I was him. And God, I just feel so paranoid about everything. So even when I feel normal, even when I feel like my life is going good, I'm still super paranoid about little things like this. And I'm just so triggered by things. I'm about 99% sure that Brian didn't hit Junior.